Hey everyone, UEBS 2 Hub here, and in this battle we have a fight of ranged units with 10,000 snipers. Now of course these are modded units, so I had to download them, versus 500,000 Roman archers, even though of course snipers have longer range, more damage, pretty much everything that you could want. They are outnumbered 50 to 1. So that said, let's go ahead and start this up. And as you can see, we are not quite yet at the range of the snipers, though I wanted to place them about as close as we could. But once these archers start getting into range, now you might be saying to yourself, oh man, the snipers, they are completely annihilating. And that's true. But once we start getting some of these archer units close enough, we will start to see the snipers getting destroyed, even if just slowly. So I'm not entirely sure who's going to win this. Now, another problem here with the snipers I'm noticing is that you have a lot just kind of firing at the same few targets, whereas if they were just firing out evenly, like one per archer, or even two per archer, we would be seeing substantially more archers being killed. Now, we already have, what, over 10% of the archers being killed, but we are starting to see a bit of a bulkhead. I don't really know if that's the right way to say it, but we are starting to see a little bit of a front forming here on the side where the archers are starting to, I guess you could say, gain forces. Now, that is, we'll have to see if that actually turns into anything, because, of course, there are far fewer archers, or snipers, than there are archers. So if they can actually start destroying the snipers at a large percentage, I mean, we might see an archer win here. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but they've already destroyed a fairly substantial amount of snipers here on the side. So let's go ahead and just kind of check out the line here. Now, we are starting to see a line forming pretty much universally. Oh, wow. So it started at the corners. Now they are really starting to form here. And we are going to start seeing these snipers being killed slowly but surely. This one looks like he's going to die soon. Real soon, as a matter of fact. Kind of surprised that they have as much health as they do. But no matter. There we go. We are seeing them falling here in the front lines. Not sure if there are going to be enough archers, however, to be able to do it. But we do see it where the snipers on the edges are being killed a bit more, and you know, than the ones at the very front. Right now, it's just very sporadic at the front, but we do see a small line that's actually been formed. But there are a good amount of snipers dead. Don't, you know, I mean, they're probably, let me know in the comments below, but, like, did you guys think that the snipers would get away with having no deaths or hardly any deaths? Because right now they have about a 5% mortality rate, which, you know, it's not terrible, but it's also not completely incredible, especially when considering, you know, how well they were doing at first. But we do see a small line here for me. It's kind of on the corners and then kind of going here, and then that's it. So it just kind of looks like it's at a certain percentage, and now with these guys completely gone, there are no longer any archers pretty much anywhere in at least this portion. So I feel like we're going to start seeing a huge amount of the archers being completely wiped out there on the edges, especially as these guys can now focus their attention elsewhere. But for whatever reason, this archer's still alive. He may have just gotten a kill there. Oh no, he's just firing and running up. So we have about 7.5% casualties, or deaths rather, on the sniper side, but there's a wall of dead archers. These are Roman archers again. And we are just seeing a complete disassembling of the archer forces with their Kool-Aid soaking. These guys actually look like they're... That's a weird pose. Anywho, I don't think that their scale armor is really doing much to protect them. Which, by the way, is that scale armor? That is scale armor. Was that actually... Is that accurate to Roman times? I'm not entirely sure. I would have imagined something like... You know what? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. But, you know, if you guys know better than me, definitely let me know in the comments below. But we do still have a large amount of snipers dying. So I'm actually kind of impressed by that. It looks like there are more snipers on this side, or more archers, rather, on this side. And they do have a pretty impressive group right here. But, of course, they are being killed pretty much as soon as they go up to the front. Now, imagine you're just kind of an archer, and I guess the snipers are shooting through the bodies, but imagine yourself as an archer, and you're just like, okay, what do we have to face? And then you go up over your dead friends to go see the front, and it's just a bunch of people slinging lead at you with technologies that you have no idea how they work. All you know is that you have a projectile that you pull back with your arms, and it goes forward because of, you know, manually generated force, but they have chemically generated force in the way of, you know, gunpowder reaction, I guess you could say. But these guys are just being killed en masse. And I mean, they're kind of lucky if they can get an arrow off. Doesn't look like they are anymore. I mean, at this point, we are still having snipers die, but there's about a 12.5% casualty rate, or death rate, rather, on the sniper side. So I'm kind of surprised that there weren't more deaths from the snipers. But I feel like if they're, like, if for example, if we gave the archers slightly longer range, like maybe around 15% longer range, we might have actually seen a huge amount more snipers being killed. Genuinely. So it's a little bit difficult to say if this is an expected result, but it's not too far off what I think I kind of expected. But either way, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, especially subscribe. I appreciate all of it, but subscriptions make the world go round. But either way, thanks again, and I will see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.